shit on with something crazy on my arm.
It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is May 13, 2019. Shout out to my man Finesse Tech for the song request. He actually sent this maybe about 3 weeks ago. Boy, this cryptocurrency game and market cap is definitely doing a Barry Bonds out of the park. We are up big today. Another wave up, guys, and we're going to get into the details. But shout out to my man Finesse Tech for the song request today. Kanye West, Barry Bonds. Man, this is the old Kanye right here. We want the old Kanye back. This was a great album and a great song with Lil Wayne. So what's good, people? Hope you guys are doing well today. We are off to the races yet again. I'll give you a theory on what I think is going on. There's actually a confluence of events and happenings in the crypto game right now that makes for a perfect storm. To be honest with you, again, looking more and more like 3K was definitely the bottom. You know, when I called 3K last year, middle of 2018, I mean, we're more than double away from that. So, but we'll look at the next level of resistance here in a second. But yeah, this is very bullish, above 6,000. I'm very bullish. I told you guys yesterday, Peter Schiff, Nouriel Roubini, and all the hyperwave people and the congressmen that was talking about banning crypto, they're all down in Puerto Rico right now trying to figure out what went wrong. Especially Peter Schiff, man. That guy, I can't wait to hear his podcast this week regarding Bitcoin. He's going to have some elaborate excuse, I know. Oh, before we get started, to your right on the screen, to my left, you'll see an area I now have for advertisement. 15, 30, and 60 episode packages. Essentially, your ad will be run there, and I'll have this view actually up at all times through the video. It won't just be during this part, but when I'm actually going over the articles, you'll see this section here as well. So if you guys are interested, contact me at ads@cryptoblood.io. Get you a slot, secure you a 30, 15, or even 60 episode package. So that means you get 15 episodes of My Two Satoshis sequentially, 30 sequentially, or 60 sequentially. So your ad will rotate there, and there's only 3 slots for this because I want to make sure people get enough visible time while my episodes are airing. And there is a one-time setup fee. Again, you'll get all the details, but the one-time setup fee is for the for me to actually set up the graphic for you. I'll create the ad for you. If you just have maybe the information and your logo, I'll create the ad for you as well. So again, hit me up at ads@cryptoblood.io for more details, guys. Let's go ahead and look at that market cap graph. Man, we are currently at $229 billion in the global market cap, and Bitcoin's dominance is at 60% now. I said it was shy of 60 the other day. Looks like we definitely took that out, and as you see, we just got a wall that we just climbed. Bears are getting slaughtered, and really the next area from a market cap perspective looks like it took me a while to find this, but it looks like we should start running into a little bit more resistance here. It would be around $236 billion. As you guys see, I'll try to highlight this for you. This is the area that we're going to see some resistance. Let's see if I can redraw that here. Get it closer here. So this is where we are as far as resistance. I still think we're going to see a pullback, probably at this area for sure. I thought it could have been a little bit earlier, but definitely around the 230, 33, somewhere around there, $35 billion market cap. We should see a little pause in this rally. But again, I'm bullish now above 6,000. We're not going lower than 3,000. I don't believe that's going to happen at this point. So there you have it with regards to where we are with the market cap and next areas of resistance. The heat map. Look at this, guys. We're not all green this time around. As I stated yesterday, was the all red altcoin situation just a prelude to them catching up to Bitcoin, and that is exactly what happened. These are all green now. Bitcoin up 11%, Bitcoin Cash up 11%, even Slime Coin BSV is up 5% today. EOS up 5%, Litecoin up almost 5%, 4.5%, Ethereum up 7%, guys. So this thing is on the move for sure, but Bitcoin still holding the top dog as far as percentage gains, which sometimes is the case when it comes to sparking another rally. Bitcoin will start and then the alts will finish. So we'll have to see what happens with that. But there you have it with the heat map for today. The first article, and it's the quick pick article of the day we'll go over, is regarding Binance. They are going to be opening withdrawals, I believe, tomorrow. Just want to give you guys a heads up on that. And then the first article, though, that we're going to look at really kind of pertains to why I think this rally is going on. Someone sent out a tweet this morning saying that they saw that Whole Foods was starting to accept cryptocurrencies, not directly, but through a company. I think the name is Flexa, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but they're basically like a third-party type of platform that will accept cryptocurrencies, which Whole Foods will then accept. I said then, I don't think that's the reason for a rally. The demand won't come from using Bitcoin at retail brick and mortar locations initially. It won't be that. I actually don't think, for Bitcoin at least, it won't ever be that. That'll be an option. People may do it here and there, but really adding those types of outlets, I call them off ramps, actually adds selling pressure to the market. Honestly, I think it's the opposite. I believe it's Bakkt, Fidelity, and those types of on-ramp moves that will be the catalyst to a next run in the crypto markets. With that being said, Bakkt is said to be rolling out the first Bitcoin futures testing in July of 2019. So this is testing, but that's still better than the progress we've seen in the past with this whole Bakkt thing. So they're going to be rolling out testing in July of 2019. We'll take a look at that in detail here in a second. And then secondly, Bitfinex. Bitfinex's private token sale actually raised $1 billion in 10 days. The executive says over there. We'll take a look at their Leo token and what this is all about. This might be actually adding to some of the pressure upwards as well, as people seem to possibly think that the Tether thing is a non-event, which I thought it really was anyhow. They're making pretty good money over there at Bitfinex. They just so happen to lose a big chunk of money in that instance with the crypto capital incident. But with all that being said, they've raised $1 billion. We'll take a look at the details regarding that. And I don't think Bitfinex is going anywhere. I'm going to be honest with you. And then lastly, I'm not going to cover this, but we have Blockchain Week this week in New York. That is, normally we do see a buying spree leading up to that conference that week. Hey, I think this go around we did see that. Last year it was a non-event, actually went down prior to and during the blockchain consensus week and all that stuff was going on. That I think is going to be the opposite this go around, and that should show you, those little telltale signs will show you from a sentiment perspective that we're starting to turn a new leaf, starting to turn around here, people. As far as us being in the bear market, I think we're definitely starting to get that bottom in. So we'll take a look at all three of those articles right now. Actually, again, the first one is the quick pick of the day out of CCN, and it is about the hacked exchange Binance resuming withdrawals and deposits. I think tomorrow. We're going to read this in detail, but I believe it's tomorrow. They're saying it could spark a raging crypto rally. Nah, I don't think so. That has nothing to do. If you can still buy and sell on Binance, then that's not affecting the liquidity going on now. Now, one could say, maybe it's restricting new liquidity coming in, but I don't think this is that much. I don't think that's much of a factor here. It says here, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, which temporarily paused deposits and withdrawals following its high-profile hack that resulted in the loss of around $49 million of Bitcoin, is set to fully resume deposits and withdrawals on Tuesday. That's what I thought. On May 10th, CZ, the CEO of Binance, stated in an official update that the exchange is planning to resume deposits and withdrawals earlier next week, and the company is on schedule to reopen the platform subsequent to a relatively large security breach. For Binance, the 7,000 Bitcoin hack seemingly possesses virtually no threat to its operations, and the exchange is expected to recoup the $49 million in losses in less than 2 months, considering its profits in the first quarter of 2019. Yeah, guys, these centralized exchanges make boatloads of money, and that's why I wasn't too concerned about Bitfinex either. These guys make a lot of money. So then they question whether or not Binance reopening will trigger a crypto rally. In the past month, the Binance price has increased by 45% against the US dollar, recording a staggering 90% rise year to date. Yeah, Binance is one of my tokens. I'm definitely loving the performance I've seen, even in the bear market. Binance has been doing very well. I try not to talk too much about specific coins, but I told you guys that definitely Binance was a play to do in 2018. I've been buying it in 17 as well, but everything was going up in 17. But 18, you would have definitely saved yourself a little bit on the losses if you held Binance token. Crypto asset traders expect to see investors reallocate some of the capital from Bitcoin to more risky options. One trader said Binance aiming for Tuesday to fully resume deposits and withdrawals. I suspect altcoins will have a very green day. Again, what do you guys think about that? Is Binance really going to add to this bull market that we're seeing, this bull rally? I personally think not. It would be different if Binance halted trading. For sure, there would be an additional pool of liquidity that would get pushed out on Tuesday. But I'm not seeing that as the issue here. The security breach of Binance's hot wallet will likely serve as a warning to all major exchanges that as the crypto sector grows, hackers will attempt to utilize a wider range of sophisticated tools and methods to steal funds. Yeah, that had to be some really sophisticated stuff. I think insider job, simply because Binance already, from a end user perspective, they have some very tight security features. I'm not as advanced as a hacker would be with this stuff. You almost got to be a full stack type of individual to be a hacker on the level that they are. They've got to know all the ins and outs of server, networking, security, and all that stuff. So, hey, we'll see what happens. Again, they'll be opening on tomorrow. I know that was supposed to be a quick read, but I kind of read a lot of that. However, the first article we're going to look at today is about Bakkt rolling out testing in July of Bitcoin futures. Bakkt plans to roll out testing for Bitcoin futures trading in early July 2019. Bakkt CEO Kelly Loeffler announced in a Medium post on May 13th. First announced in August of 2018, institutional cryptocurrency exchange Bakkt now announced that it will soon introduce Bitcoin futures trading testing on a federally regulated futures exchange in collaboration with its parent company, ICE. Specifically, Bakkt is working with both ICE Futures US Exchange and ICE Clear US Clearinghouse to prepare the first testing of Bitcoin futures trading in custody. He says, in conjunction with our exchange and clearing partners at ICE, we'll be working with our customers over the next several weeks to prepare for user acceptance testing, which we expect to start in July. Along with the announcement, the company also reported that it was working closely with the United States Commodity Futures Trading Commission in order to be compliant with federal regulations, as well as to meet major requirements in terms of investors' protection. As such, the ICE futures that they filed with the CFTC to get through regulatory approval was for offering two major types of Bitcoin futures contracts, such as daily settlement Bitcoin futures and monthly Bitcoin futures. In late April, Bakkt acquired crypto custodian service digital asset custody company, also announcing that the firm filed with the New York Department of Financial Services to operate as a trust company to serve as a qualified custodian for digital assets. And most recently, Reuters published an article alleging that ICE took advantage of the crypto winter of 2018 and purchased crypto assets at a discount for its Bakkt platform. So there you have it, people. They've been loading the boat, because you got to remember, this is why this particular Bakkt securities operation with ICE is so important. This is important because this is the one that will be backed one-to-one with Bitcoin. Unlike the CBOE and the CME futures, one of them actually ended up closing because of low volume. This particular operation is, they have to have every Bitcoin that's traded. So this is going to cause a lot of buying pressure when they actually launch. This is going to be huge. I'm telling you, this will definitely get us back to 20,000 and beyond with no effort. Like T Grizzly says, no effort. But I still don't think they're going to launch until probably the end of 2019. Testing maybe in July. They'll do that for a couple of months and then finally roll out probably at the end of 2019, December or so. Just my hunch. So we'll see what happens here. But that is definitely one of the reasons we're seeing this move up. I'm telling you, that announcement happened today. This is the second leg up. We had a pullback yesterday, but when that news hit, we started heading higher again. So let's take a look at this Bitfinex private token sale that they completed in 10 days and raised $1 billion. Cryptocurrency exchange Bitfinex has raised $1 billion through its native token in a private sale, according to its chief technical officer. Now I didn't cover this, but I do remember seeing that they put out some statements saying that they had strong support for their token raise, their IEO. I think this was maybe last week, but this is an actual official figure as far as how much they raised and in how short of a time period. Bitfinex tweeted it had achieved its target in just 10 days with participation from giant firms from both within the cryptocurrency industry and outside. Some of the investors, which were not named, invested over 100 million each. The chief technology officer also added that others also contributed investments of over $1 million each. Bitfinex was able to raise 1 billion USDT in 10 days in a private sale. Private companies, giants in our industry and outside, made investments for over 100 million each. A legion of inside and outside users made investments for $1 million each. They know we are trustworthy and have a good understanding of the company, the CTO said. Most was raised by investors who contacted iFinex and subscribed directly with iFinex, not directly with Bitfinex. Last week, Bitfinex shareholder Dong Zhao announced that the exchange had received $1 billion in hard and soft commitments. And that's the article that I was referring to. We saw that come across. I know Gentlemen of Crypto covered that. This is actually giving us the numbers on it. And they added in that announcement that there's a high possibility that Bitfinex will not conduct a public sale of its exchange token dubbed Leo. Bitfinex announced the token offering earlier this month, days after the New York Attorney General's office revealed that it was looking for more information about the exchange's alleged cover-up of an $850 million loss. Missing funds, which were held by third-party payment processor Crypto Capital, have been seized by several authorities, iFinex has claimed. In its official white paper for the token sale released last week, the exchange said any funds recovered will be used to repurchase and burn outstanding Leo tokens. Bitfinex will launch a dedicated platform for projects to raise funds via similar initial exchange offerings next month. So we're going to do something similar to what Binance is doing over there with their platform. And you know, this is definitely, I told you guys, this is the wave. If you want to call this the ICO 2.0, I guess you can call it that, though I think that security token offerings still show as a better fit for the end user because you're actually getting stake or equity in the company with those tokens. But hey, there you have it. Problem solved. $850 million. Poof. That problem gone. Looks like they are definitely not going to have a problem now, guys. So what do you think about that? Do you think Bitfinex is still in trouble? Do you think, you got to remember, Bitfinex is not even a US based company. Okay. They don't even accept, you can't even trade it on their exchange if you're a US citizen. So how do you guys feel about the longevity of Bitfinex? Do you think they're actually going to have issues going forward with Bitfinex and Tether? I don't think so. I really don't. But again, you guys let me know your thoughts on all three of these topics covered today. What a way to start the week for sure. Bitcoin and the altcoins up heavily today. Give a shout out again to my man Finesse Tech for the song request. Kanye West, Barry Bonds. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and that's my 2 Satoshis for May 13th, 2019. We out here, people. Ha!